What's happening, everybody? Um, just wanted to talk about this thing, my '94, my wrecked '94 Cherokee. I'm starting to clean the inside out, and it's not. I don't even know where to start. There's sockets, and the whole thing just dumped out. That's all empty. The back seat it just pounded the back seat. The back seat's got it's all bent right there. The box just went flopping around and smashing everywhere, and tools just dumped out. There's tools all the way in the front. And I've been kind of organizing a little bit, this whole mess. There's tools all back there. I'll show you the back there. There's all stuff there's tools actually behind the seats over here. Yes, the passenger door actually closes and works. It's amazing. Here's the front driver floor. And there's tools here. And just some stuff that I kind of salvaged. There's just all kinds of stuff on the driver. That's the driver floor. You can see some tools over there. A moving blanket. But there's just so much stuff. So much stuff. Yeah, just put stuff on top of there for now. But there's so much stuff inside this truck right now. It's crazy. The driver's side really took a beating. The driver's side is the worst side in this truck. After I hit the car on the side of the highway, this was when it flipped. When it flipped like this, it landed right here on the A-pillar. And then it went into 4 or 5 rolls on the highway, because I was doing about 70 on the highway. And it went to about 4 or 5 rolls on the highway. But this took a big beating right here, this whole area. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... My front bumper is actually... this Hansen bumper is so friggin' strong. It's insane. It only bent... It is bent, but it's... I'm not even sure you can... Let me see if I can get exactly where it's bent. See that? See this gap right here? Where my fingers? That's how much it's bent. Is that gap here is right here. Where's my finger? See how this plate is on the bumper? There's no gap there. See the gap there? This gap? That's how much it's bent by. So that's how much that Hansen bumper is bent. I don't know, a 1/4 of an inch, if that. My 8274 survived because when this truck stopped rolling, it landed on its roof, and the winch was the first thing to dig into the ground, and this was covered with dirt. I took most of it off, and you can still see a little bit in there and stuff. See how it's all kind of caked up in there, right here. The whole winch is all caked with mud. It just dug right into the ground like that. It's just the cover is ripped off. I'm not sure if this still works or not. I'm assuming the winch still works. I just got to rewire the switch, the plug where you plug it into the side. I just got to wire that cover back up and see if it works or not. But I'm assuming the winch still works, so I can salvage my 8274. The lights actually work too, believe it or not. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, this all got ripped apart because this was the first thing to hit the car, was this area here. So this all got ripped apart. The fender all got crunched up. There's a lot of... The knuckle broke right there. See that broken piece? The knuckle. The axle is all bent. I don't know if you can even see that. not sure if you can see the axle bend. You see the nice little bend in the tie rod there, but that axle's pretty bent. The axle's pretty bent in this thing on the passenger side over there in the front. But yeah. Oh no. The sway bar ripped off right there. That ripped off. The shaft of the shock on the passenger side broke. That's about it for the damage report. Here's my door. Here's the passenger door. One piece of glass that didn't break, which is pretty crazy. There's another piece of glass that didn't break right here. Still good. And that door right there, that glass is good right there. So there's a couple pieces of glass that didn't break. But this thing went for a hell of a tumble, man. You know, it survived. It saved my life, this truck, and it did everything that I built it to do. And it did a damn good job at it too. That road trip I took in Arizona, I drove this truck in 100-degree plus heat. My hottest temperature I drove in was 116 degrees in Arizona, and it was like driving through the city of Tucson, and it was 116 degrees in the end of June, actually like the middle of June, the middle to the end of June. And my cooling system, everything I have done to this cooling system, this thing never ran over 200 degrees, never went over 200. And that's sitting in traffic and red lights and, you know, city driving, 70 miles an hour, 65, 70 on the highway in 100-degree heat. Never went over 200 degrees, not once. And I drove the total time of about 5 days in 100-degree plus heat in Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, Oklahoma. Oh, it was 100 degrees plus, and I've never had a problem with my cooling system in this thing. Everything that I'd done to it worked perfectly, flawless. It was comfortable driving on the highway, no problems at all. The only shitty thing is my air conditioning didn't work in this truck, the 94. So I suffered. I suffered pretty good with no air conditioning with 100-degree heat. I'll tell you, it was if it was 100 degrees outside, it was probably about 30 degrees hotter inside the truck. So it was brutal. It was brutal without air conditioning in this thing in the heat. But I survived, whatever. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. You know, I debunked that, you know, completely. But now I just gotta gonna break this up for parts. It's totaled. It's definitely totaled. I mean, it's not worth fixing. I don't have the tools and the facility or the shop to fix this truck. If I had the shop, the tools, and a little bit of help, I would fix this truck. Like, absolutely no question in my mind that I can't fix this. But I don't have the tools. I don't have the facility, the shop to do it in. So I just got to. I got to either get it, unload it, you know, sell it just the way it is, or break it up for parts. And a friend of mine might be interested in taking it off my hands. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what's going on with the 94. It's just kind of sitting in my garage right now, so which I'm kind of happy about. It's just kind of like, you know, under my watchful eye, so to speak. You know, it's in my garage, and I feel much better about that. And I could just take my time and just clean all this mess up. You know, it's just, I can't move that by myself because it's too heavy to lift like up, straight up like this and out, you know, so. And then if I do lift it up and out, I have no place to put it because we're pretty packed in here in my garage, you know. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. Just slowly gather up all these tools and, you know, maybe do something with them. Here's something here. This bag of tools right here, all that bag, all these tools were in the front passenger floor and the driver floor of this truck. So, and that crowbar right there, see the crowbar? right there, that was on the driver floor. Okay, so I don't know how anything didn't clunk me in the head when I was rolling in this thing on the highway. I don't know how anything didn't clunk me in the head. I probably got clunked in the head by probably that thing, because I definitely got knocked out when I was rolling, you know, for like little short periods of time. And I didn't remember some things about the accident, but then after a couple of days, everything came back to me. I could tell you like in detail, like everything that happened, you know. But this thing inside, man, this box was like flopping around and tools were flying all over the place. You know, it was pretty crazy, But I survived. I survived. You know, I cheated death. I stared death in the face and said, "Not today." You know, I'm definitely lucky to be alive. I count my blessings every day. You know, I got a new Cherokee, which is friggin' awesome. That thing is so sweet, it's ridiculous. I love that thing. I absolutely love that truck. It's not getting lifted. I'm not lifting this truck. I'm not lifting the 98 like the 94. It's gonna probably get just like a 3-inch lift, and like 31 10.5s on the stock rims, and maybe a lock right in the back, and that's it. I'm not going crazy on that truck at all. You know, one, I don't really wheel like I used to. You know, two, I just like the thing the way it is. You know, so anyway, that's about it. I don't want to keep babbling on, but anyway, I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you very much. And if you share the channel, please share the channel. I want to do an update on my ham radio setup in the 98, which I just put in, and I'm going to do another video for that. And just please share the channel and like and subscribe and comment below if you want to know anything about the 94, anything about my accident that I had, any questions about my road trip. Let me know. See you guys.